Zipman Chapter 11 is a plot twister, is what I would describe it as my initial thought after reading it. Because it's going to set up some major things in the future, because we get introduced to our main villain. Let's jump into it. So our chapter starts off pretty ominous, I would describe it as, because it's just this entire chapter actually is just China monologuing to the reader, basically us, as she gets introduced to Zipman. Basically, it's very short. Okay, I actually didn't notice this until actually 2 or 3 reads afterwards, because I like to reread it just a couple times. So basically, Kaname, without Koshiro, by the way, because we don't know where he is. Last review I said that he's possibly dead. Yeah, I might be right on that, but I don't know. The end of the chapter kind of makes a subtle hint, but I don't know yet. Well, when we get there, I'll explain it. But just basically, this first page is just Sheena kind of monologuing to the reader, basically saying that life has changed dramatically because Zipman is now an official superhero, basically. She is now a sidekick, basically like Oracle from Batman, to describe her as, because of a certain event. That certain event being, the reveal of the head chairman. Holy shit! Was that out of nowhere and out of pocket? Holy crap. On live television, he officially decrees that he is now asking people if he wants to wear his fancy suits to cause mayhem. Basically, from a few chapters ago, his ideology saying people are weak and, his suits will make people evolve past what they are and, let them do what they want in society, basically. And he's basically offering people shit, basically making the group a superhero team now, that being Zipman, Kaname, and 2 other people. We don't know their names yet, or maybe I don't know, maybe I just skipped over something, but yeah, we don't know the whole team's name yet. There's 4 of them. For right now, I'm going to call them Team Zipman because, they're basically working as a unit to defeat, robots and other things, basically. They're all varying degrees of powerful, from, tiny robots to big robots. And they're fighting a giant Godzilla monster almost immediately right after getting introduced to the group in a small minivan. So it's going to get crazy really fast, real quick in this chapter. And that giant, Godzilla monster gets killed by Zipman with the sword that I asked him to keep. Thank the Lord, that thing is badass, and he used it. Oh, dude, you don't know, I screamed when I saw that thing. I was all like, holy crap, the sword! I was so happy. He just slices off the thing's head, all like badass style. And he's all like, yep, I did that. I'm cool. And the crowd's all like, Zipman, woo! I'm like, that's badass as hell. It's cool. This chapter is just really hype overall. So eventually we get introduced to more of the chairman's goons, or low-ranking members, basically. We get a sumo character, and, it's a cool design, but let's be totally honest, he's fodder. Kaname by himself as Zipman is using all sorts of powerful weapons, and he uses his horsepower, his giant, basically his giant, mech arm that he uses 1,000 horsepower on, and he just KOs him. Yeah, the sumo wrestler guy had 2 pages of character, and he's gone. So it's really funny and easy to see him just, kind of get obliterated. But as the sumo wrestler gets completely destroyed, Kaname, as Zipman says, not enough training, which is possibly alluding to Kaname's new outlook in life, but I'll explain that later as we get further into the chapter at the very end. So eventually we get introduced to our next pair of, side characters that are going to get completely obliterated. I don't know why I said it like that. Sorry. They're cowboys. They just have a cowboy aesthetic. They just stole about $9.1 million. And they're just like, what are we going to do with all this money? Go to the Bahamas? And, Kaname shows up, looks at them, 1,000 horsepower, shoots a dragon gauntlet at them, getting a multi-kill on 6 members of this crew, completely destroying them all, and just saying, that's it, boof. He says boof. That's funny. That's a funny word. Boof. And basically the policeman that were trying to stop them before says, Zipman, the savior of our city. The man has a title now. What a goat. And so we transition back to the base. Basically, Kaname is unsuited. He's tired. He clearly looks older, slightly. No, not older. It's the scars. The scars make him look older. He's tattered. He's damaged. He looks a lot more swole. because, you know, back in the earlier chapters, he kind of looked a little bit skinny, just kind of. But now he kind of looks swole just by, you know, the upper part of his neck kind of looking built. His chest, even though it's kind of black, looks built. His arms look built. His forearms look built. He just looks overall built. And you know why? Apparently, he's training. He's training really, really hard. And I kind of get that mental state. He's trying to save his brother where he doesn't know where he is. Koshiro is currently unknown. Sheena doesn't know where he is. No one knows where he is. Basically, I most likely am thinking that the chairman has him under, you know, something. He's basically imprisoned right now. And so maybe that will be the point of the next arc to save him. And I think that will be. So Kaname's training, and he kind of has that mental fortitude of, I have to train. I have to do that. But Sheena, you know, knowing Kaname ever since, you know, he was younger, you know, he smiles at her, basically. But Sheena says he's never really smiled at me after the incident with Koshiro and losing him. And I'm all like, holy crap, he's putting on a facade. He's putting on a mask. I was like, damn, he's only putting training in front of him because deep down, he feels like a failure, that he's lost because he wasn't strong enough. I'm all like, god damn, bro, that's deep. RIP in the chat, though. But almost immediately after that little side conversation between Sheena and, you know, Kaname, one of the guys, I actually don't know his name, he has like a little like surgical mask on, and he says there's multiple Zipman suits detected. Look at this, and it's the chairman, and there's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Zipman suits. And he says, the chairman says, Zipman, I'm going to destroy everything you love, as he proceeds to thumb him up as like some weird ass tacky villain that looks pretty freaking cool. And keynote here, there is a Zipman lookalike behind him. Chapter ends. Holy shit. Side note portion of the I don't, you know, no, I am so I don't know how to describe. You're hearing every squeak from my chair right now. This is unfiltered raw me right now. Holy crap. You know what this means? You know that Zipman behind, you know, the chairman? You know what that means, right? Okay, so back when, Koshiro was being, you know, talked to, like, okay, oh my god, you know, there's so much to unpack here. I'm overhyped. Okay, this is what I want to explain. So, in the beginning of the series, we got introduced to Koshiro and how he basically was turned into a Zip robot person, you know, with his soul, basically. His soul was in his suit. That's all that was in there. There was no body. It's the most unique suit, because what we've seen is all the other Zipmen, you know, robot people were in a suit. Well, with him, he was like an AI in a suit, but he was conscious. He was a person. And, you know, the reason that he became that thing, you know, the robot, was because he got snuck up one night because of another, you know, Zipman. But that Zipman looked like the suit. And I assumed back then that, most likely, you know, the robot was being controlled by the chairman. And, you know, he used the mirror. The mirror was in that chapter back then as well. And so I assumed like the suit mirrored him and then proceeded to do it on himself, but that was off screen. That's what I assumed. But in this chapter, no, it's not. There was another Zipman lookalike back then who did it to Kaname, or Koshiro, I mean, my bad. Remember, this is all unfiltered. I'm just going off right now. Holy crap. This has been pre-writ months or weeks ago by the author. Holy crap, dude. Like, I'm in shock. Like, they revealed the villain. They revealed basically the rival, I'm assuming, for the series. Basically, the evil version of Zipman. Black Zipman, you know, let's take the Dragon Ball Super route. Like, holy crap. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, the ending portion of this chapter reveals so much. Kaname has, like, basically 2 new things he wants to do. He wants to make Sheena smile, and he's trying to find his brother now. Like, holy crap. This chapter went off the wall. You know, okay, here's the rating for this freaking chapter. 9 out of 10. I loved it. I loved everything about it. He used the sword. He was using all of his cool abilities. He has a new motivation right now, currently. He's being a total badass. We got the reveal of the chairman and possibly new villains in the future, being, you know, the new Zipman, you know, the evil version. Cooler robots in the background. China's being finally introduced to the main group. We saw the team being used. Like, holy crap. Zipman in the upcoming months in Shonen is going to be a top banger. Let me tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been reading Zipman and you're this far into the video and you haven't read it and you're just kind of like, oh, this is pretty cool, I like your channel and all, go read it. For the love of God, this is such a good series. 9 out of 10. That's all I have to say for this chapter, dude. It's hype. This was a hype chapter. That's all I have to say. What's my outro again? Stay hydrated. Follow me on Twitter. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.